your doubt, shove it aside. I won't bow, I won't hide. I'm the storm, crashing the tide. Feel the quake under your pride. Years of silence, broken by screams, shattering chains and twisted dreams. Cloaked in shadows, I tear the seams, rising from depths beyond your schemes. Respect me now, don't you forget. A tidal wave you ain't seen yet. I'm not a ghost of flesh and sweat. Respect me now, your biggest bet.
And we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 352. And this is a little bit of a special right here. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, there is a lot to talk about right now in terms of respect. Since the last time we did one of these, I was looking earlier, I was like, when was the last time we did one of these? And it was actually to kick off the new year. That was episode number 344. That was just like maybe a week after we announced that respect was even going to be a thing. So we are a few weeks later. Now it's February 2nd. It is episode number 352. And now not only do we have a nice amount of talent announced, we have a nice amount of roster members announced. We have the official first match signed and ready to go for respect. Yeah, this is we got a lot of things in the works. Yo, what's going on, Josh? 5 more months. Yes, we got 5 more months till respect. That is insane to think about. That is wild that it's 5 months left till July 19th, where again we'll be live from the Mecca. And yeah, this is real. Also, if anyone wants to join that might be a part of the roster already or in the works of being part of the roster, let me know. I'll send you the link. We'll chat. Or if you just want to talk about the show, because I have seen a lot of reactions from certain announcements. We are going to have some special guests. We are going to have some people join me to talk about respect and talk about the announcements we've made so far. But yeah, this has been insane. The reaction to the announcements. Good to know, Josh. I'll keep that in mind. Yo, shout out to my good brother Josh, man. But yeah, it is. We're on that countdown. We're on that countdown. To think this was just again something where, I posted about it before. It's been thought about. Just thinking, can we make this happen? Is this something that's feasible? Is this something I should even remotely think about doing? And we get to everything, just logistics of it all. And now we're here. We are 5 months out. We are multiple announcements out. We are a full match already locked in. Well, I should also say matches are locked in. Like there's a bunch of matches that are going to be posted in the next coming months. But that first one, I was like, let's drop that just to really get people talking, especially with what yesterday was, because I hope everyone enjoyed the Royal Rumble yesterday. I was like, you know what? Let's really get people going nuts on Royal Rumble Day. Like, not only are people talking about the Royal Rumble, talking about all this, talking about Jey Uso winning or Charlotte winning or the insane tag team title match. Let's get them talking about this match that we confirmed. Which that was why I kept saying people are going to want to see this first match announcement. Like that was the first one I knew. I was like, if I'm announcing anything, First, it was gonna be that one, just because it's something that I'm surprised hasn't happened before. And seeing the reaction of so many people saying it's finally happening, about time. It was great to see. So I'm glad people are receiving it well. Again, we'll talk about that also with some of our guests when they arrive, just so I can get other people's opinions on this, because it was insane to put together. So I can't wait to see how this turns out. But again, just we're gonna be plugging this all night. So July 19th, Respect the Craft presents Respect live from the Mecca in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. If you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets right now. tinyurl.com/respect25. Those general admission tickets starting at the low price of $20. Front row is $30. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. But might as well also, because like I said, we're gonna have a few special guests here. So let me show, because everyone's getting a graphic. That's gonna be the one thing. Everyone that is a part of Respect deserves this showcase. So we're gonna show this right here, because we can't have an event like this without having the proper voice for the night. So let me introduce to you my good friend, the one, the only, Shane Fair. What's going on, brother?
My brother, thank you first off, thank you for the treatment that I've received from this promotion. I've received better treatment from your promotion in some places I've been for years. So you really, I think you absorbed everything around you and like applied that so well, right?
Brother, I tried, man. I tried, and again, it wasn't a lie when I reached out. I was like, brother, I need you July 19th. Like, there was no one else I could think to be like, you know what? Who would I want to ring announce? It's like, nope, it's Shane. So I just got to hope he's available that day.
That means the world, because your opinion means everything to me. And like, I saw you had the event, and I was like silently whimpering. I was like, oh man, I was like, this sucks. But when you chose me, like, it was very validating. I got to tell you, bro.
No, bro.
And like, right off the bat, bro, we've had this conversation about Darius. I might have even had this conversation with you about Darius versus Charles Mason. Oh my God.
Just make sure on July 19th you say his name.
We'll get it right. Yeah,
I
bro.
can't
Charles
predict
Mason
what happens after that.
He's one of my favorite. Darius is one of my favorite. And I always said what an injustice it was that these two never faced each other, and that it was like promoters should be ashamed of themselves. Like I personally touted this match to promoters, and received how is this not obvious to everyone that this is a match that is it has to happen. It's a necessity. It's not even it has to happen. Like, how do we not have this line of demarcation yet? Like, it's a necessity.
It was one of those where, again, when thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, let's see how people start reacting. I started teasing it a bit, like certain posts I would do. I'm like, let's see what people react to. So when I announcing Charles, it's like, okay, people start throwing it out there. Who could it be? Who could he start facing?
Right.
And I started announcing certain other names, and it's like, okay, we'll see what happens. Then I announced Darius, and then it's a thought process of, could it happen? Because we also have a lot more names that have yet been posted. There's a lot.
Katie is facing. We don't have any idea.
Which that also broke
ridiculous.
This also broke people's minds. Like this, to see Arcadia wrestling in 2025, which to me it's an honor to have him on the show. I have to keep his match a little secret for a little while longer. But
I believe it.
Because that one is gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. But when announcing this, it was just like, okay, we're here now. Like, I think I was saying earlier, I'm like, I think I broke the internet with this one yesterday, because it was like everyone's talking about the Rumble, and then we post this match.
Absolutely, my bro. I'm in Tennessee right now. I'm here for the week for additional training for my job. So
gotcha. There you go.
Very lonely in Oklahoma.
We got Shane on location here, but announcing that though was like, okay, let's see the reaction now. Shout out to GoPro as well, who cats out. If you haven't gotten the clue by now, GoPro will also be our lovely production for the night and seeing them react to it. But shout out to Frank saying this is a match. And again, how has it not happened yet?
No, exactly. Exactly. It's an injustice. It's a travesty. Like we're all looking at this, this sport with the same eyes and the same, like, we're seeing these guys on a regular basis. Like, how is this not evident to you that this should be a match? It's disgusting that it hasn't happened. Right. I'm glad that you're getting it out of the way, but it's like, like, how did people not see this? How did you not see that this was the most important match that needed to happen? Like in this city. And then, in the 2 states.
You know what it is? It's also because I've started to put together. I have a lot of uncontrollable entities booked on this show.
Ooh, good.
Like if we go down the roster, it's like, okay, yeah, a lot of these guys don't like management as is.
Right.
And this match alone, it's like, oh yeah, okay, let's put 2 guys that kind of just do what they want out there because they can, because they're that good. We're gonna put them in the same match.
Exactly.
So I can understand for some promoters, yes, it should be almost like it's an easy match to make. But then it's like, well, this is the difficult thing because now how do you control a psychopath and then the Allfather?
Exactly.
Right? So it's definitely, this is gonna be interesting.
Everything's on the table that these 2 guys are gonna be doing to each other. Like this is gonna be,
This is one of those times. I'm glad we're at the Mecca because at least we don't have to deal with an athletic commission on that.
Oh my God. Like I love that guy Orlando and everything like that, but it's just constant harassment sometimes. Like it's just like, Ray, interesting story. I know the Grammys are on tonight, right? So I'm not trying to talk about other promotions. Like I'm here to respect the craft, but Warriors, of course, I work at St. Finbar was a big building for us. We lost that building. I don't know if people know this. This is like a true thing. Because of Sabrina Carpenter filming her video in Williamsburg with the colorful caskets and writhing around on the altar, the archdiocese said after that video that they were going to like anything extracurricular, like outside of the church, like being added, they tightened everything up. But it's so funny that like the New York, that's the athletic commission, now the archdiocese, as a direct result from Sabrina Carpenter is making New York like, uninhabitable at the any of the church functions.
Well then, interesting. Okay. I didn't know that one, but well then it's look at that. Again, this is why I guess we have to find different venues now.
Right, yeah.
No, because of
everybody in New York is scurrying.
It's good to know just for future ideas. Hint hint. But we got some more people in the chat here. What's going on? We got Gil, shout out to him and PWJ, what they've been doing. We got JoJo in the chat. What's going on,
right,
JoJo? There we go. We got my good brother Kenny in the chat. Yo, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Right, Kenny, the link is also in the chat. If you want to come through, let me know. Link's there. But yeah, again, that is, like I said, maybe a hint of what we could do in the future. But again, looking at the roster here, some names you're gonna have to give us the lovely introductions for that day, Shane.
You got 110. I'm giving you 110% that day. You already know, man.
We got Sammy Chaos is gonna be in action. Who her opponent's gonna. I'm excited for that match too. Like I'm excited for the whole card, but like just knowing what's coming, it's like, oh, this is gonna be great.
I love Sammy. I love Sammy. Like, I love that. I know you've noticed this year, like she's gotten her flowers like big time. Like, there's been like an explosion of support for her for the last 6 months, and rightfully so. Like she has progressed like nobody. She's just she's one of those ones to watch, and she doesn't. She's everything she does is great, Sammy. I'm a big fan of hers. She's just gotten better and better.
Agreed. No, this is definitely a reason why she was another one of the first people I definitely contacted for this because she deserves it. Again, there's been a lot of improvement. Shout out to just what she's done to improve her own in-ring ability, her own look for everything. And again, the match that she's going to have, it's going to definitely be a nice showcase for both opponents because I Her opponent has not been announced yet. I'll say that her opponent has not been announced yet. So because we do have a lovely female roster as well, because we have MLW's own Contra Unit's own Janai Kai will also be in action that night. So again, we have a stacked roster. We have Valentina Vasquez will be in action as well. And again, the field's loaded here. The field is loaded when it comes to that night right there.
Yeah, no, Sammy's one of the few people that actually witnessed my roast of Ruthless Lala. So she's one of the only witnesses to know some of the horrible things I said about that woman on that night.
I've seen videos here and there, and there's certain things that it's like, this is why it's a roast.
Yeah, oh yeah, I went hard, man. I came out blazing.
Oh man, but hey, that's what the people wanted. We wanted to be able to hear. We wanted to hear those jokes. We wanted to hear everything.
I'll send you the link. I have the full thing. It's not great footage, but thankfully nobody recorded it well. Thankfully,
come on, no one could have recorded nice 4K. We could have had it produced, everything.
I wish they would have told me, because I would not have brought my camera and I would not have set it up. This way, there was no evidence of what went on that evening.
There you go. Shout out to Silky Smooth. I finally get to be announced by Shane in July. Awesome. Yes, shout out to Silky Smooth. Also, that was also, I had to announce Kane Industries will be in the building. Adam Kane and Silky Smooth will be at Respect.
Smooth, I love what he's doing in this area. He's bringing back the art of manager, like, you know what I mean? Like, some guys, they just come out, they just accompany a person. Like, you should embellish a person. And I think Silky's like, certainly somebody that, shines a light on whoever he's representing. I would love to see a manager like that, like the traditional, like Bobby the Brain and such, like, that enunciate and reverberate what that the talent that they represent is getting across. So I'm a big fan of his.
Definitely so. Look at that. We got Josh saying Shane roast.
Because honestly, I love Josh, because I was I wasn't very confident in my material. I thought maybe I was going a little bit far. Josh, like, if you've ever seen his sets and everything like that, he is a seasoned, polished comedian. So he was so nice. I reached out to him and like ran my act by him, because I knew like he would be like the best, judge of, and he other than the placement of one of the jokes, he loved it all, and that gave me the confidence that I needed to like do well at night, because of Josh, because of like, I couldn't have chose someone better to run what I was going to do by, because he injected me with confidence. That was like,
there you go, got that love there from Josh. A shout out to Kenny saying, please let's not forget people, tickets are on sale now.
Right,
let's pack it out so we could see the main event. Ray going through. Oh god. So Shane, I'm not sure if you know this, because shout out to my family over at the Knucklehead Network. We have a little bit of a bet going.
Hey. Uh-oh.
So
Ray, come on, bro. You're a treasure. You've been through enough with Moff.
I have. And I don't know how I agreed to this, but hey, I guess I kind of also still want to see it happen. But so the bet is, I have to say when, because if not, Gigi will hear me and just show up magically. But when we sell out on July 19th, I must go through a table.
Oh, wow.
So, because I've been saying if, but yeah, if I say if, she's going to get mad and just show up like that. But so when we sell out, that's the casualty. I must go through a table.
Don't think it's an if. I do think it's a when. So yeah, you better, don't go through the plastic one too, Ray. Like I go through an good old fashioned, like, made by a shaker or an Amishman. Like, don't worry, they're not watching. They won't be offended. They don't have electricity. We can make fun of them.
Well, whatever kind of table it is, let's just make sure it's not a Mecca table, because that we like to keep the building. We love
there's a new regime over there, bro. They're a lot different than the old.
So we're trying to make sure we keep that, because just seeing certain things over the last few weeks, I'm just like, oh no, let's not lose the building now.
No, and honestly, I think all promotions need to tread a little bit lightly in the Mecca lately, because the new management they're looking for a reason, my man.
Which it's understandable though. Like that's one thing, especially like even with this show. Like I won't even just say but it's a reason why I'm calling it respect. Like, have not only pun intended respect for the craft, but again, what goes with that? Be it your talent, be it the venue, be it just everything that goes along with this. So again, treating the venue again as nice as possible and making sure it is as good as you found it is the best way to do it as well.
Put some respect on the name, man. Put some respect on the name.
Oh, hey, what's going on? We got my good brother Isaac in the chat.
Oh yeah.
What's going on? Thank you, brother. Thank you so
Isaac,
much.
my guy.
What's going on? What's going on? But also some names that I know, again, you've gotten to call a few times here and there. Also has to be the torture artist himself, Prince Med, is going to be in action. That doing his highlight reel to be able to announce him, I think was one of the most fun I've had.
He's amazing.
Like, between his and Arcadia, I feel like it's one of those where it's like, it gives me an idea for the future. I will say that.
Like the highest compliment that you can like give somebody in wrestling, like especially when it's like all been done, is an innovator. And he is the definition of, I know like Smiley, you know, is an innovator. He is an innovator. He literally invents new ways to torture his opponents. Literally doing that, like so. I mean, there's always something that like when you're watching one of his matches, you kind of like envision yourself being in that hold and like, ugh, like you know, it's just like you squirm. Like he really is a torture artist, you know. I think of him like if he was like you know, they used him for military purposes, like the secrets he would be able to get out of his victims and stuff. Like your fist.
It's one of those where again, it's getting to call a few of his matches. I always say it's like, okay, so what is he going to come with today that it's just like I don't know what to call this. And I've told him
anybody that doesn't attend to their unibrow is scary to begin with. You know what I mean? Like if you just have a unibrow and it's going and like you're not getting it waxed, there's no attempt. You're not even like showing it to the barber, and you're just letting that thing just peacefully exist. I know you're maniacal and you're a Marquis de Sade.
Oh no, but we had to have Prince Ahmed here. This is one of those times I'm glad, and I'll say it here. I will not be calling the action I respect, as well as we have our great ring announcer for the night. I do have a team that will be announced very soon. So we do have a commentary team for that night because there's going to be too many things that I cannot call my own show. So, because that's been a question that's been out there. Hey, are you calling the show? It's like, no way. There's no way.
You won't even put yourself on commentary. Most promoters are putting titles on themselves, and you're over here not even going on commentary. Oh, man.
I can't, man. Helpless. I can't. I gotta do this I'm trying to do again best foot forward with this. And that was one of those things that I was like, no, that wasn't even crossing my mind. Like I wrote a lot of things out, and that was one of those that's like, nope, commentary is not one of those. Like, can't do it. But look at that. We got Gino Gotts in the chat.
There he is. I love that. Awesome dude, man.
What's going on, Gino? Hey, we got
speaking of great matches that add to their and there's Hokai.
What's going on, hermano? What's going on? Booker man.
Booker man.
The fact that I've heard this too much from just different people is just like, this is I can't get used to it yet. It's already a sub. I'm sorry, Gino. I guess Gino might be a little mad at me because he's not part of this show's commentary team. Again, you never know what's gonna happen in the future, Gino. But this first one, we have a team locked in. Like I said, the graphic will be coming out very soon. We just can't announce it yet. Little, we got to dot the I's, cross the T's, all that good stuff before we can announce everything. So, as far as talent as well, there's a lot of talent that I'm just like, okay, we have people that it's like this is gonna be where it goes, but it's like we just have little logistics and little those things called legalities. I don't know why we got to deal with that, but yeah, it's a business, unfortunately. But people we can talk about that. This was one that I was like, I was hoping we can do it, especially after last night. It was announced during the Royal Rumble. WWE ID prospects are now going to be a part of WWE Evolve, which includes this man right here, the Carolina Reaper himself. Jackson Drake will be in action at Respect.
I want to make it look like his arm.
But that was someone I was like, I had to have on. Like that is
good, man.
A part of that crop. There's multiple. Like if I could, there's multiple of the that first crop of WWID talent that I would love to use. Jackson was definitely one of those that was on my list even before WWE ID was announced. He was someone that I was like, you know what, I have to shout out to LeBron Cozone, to Colby Carino, who have truly they've trained a very amazing talent right there. So I'm glad to have him part of the Respect roster here for this first event.
That is awesome.
Let's see who else do we got up. Dot the eyes and biased. Oh. Josh happens to think I'm very biased, unfortunately, on commentary. I don't know why. Shane, you've heard my commentary before. Do you think I'm biased? Like I usually try to be as unbiased as possible.
I mean, you lean a little, maybe, but I think a little bit. So much as the Tower of Pisa leans, but
I try to be as unbiased. I'm neutral as is when it comes to calling matches. There might be sometimes you'll hear a little depending on the person you might hear, but I don't think I was biased. But it's okay. It's okay. We want Shane to be honest here. We got our good buddies Wes, Kyle, and Rocco.
Happy birthday, Wes. Happy birthday, big guy.
Happy birthday. Thank you for tuning in, Wes. We can't wait to see you guys on July 19th. I can imagine everyone's going to make their way down. Even bring Rocco along. The Mecca loves Rocco. Just be mindful because I guess from what Wes is telling me, both Charles Mason and Darius Carter are not too fond of Rocco.
No.
So that's going to be very, very challenging that both are going to be in the building.
Rocco would be safer in a South Asian meat market than he would be. No, hey, how you doing? That's all right. I said it. I'll take the heat. Hello to our friends in Vietnam. How are you? Watching over there. I don't know the time difference.
Oh, there you go. Oh, we got Johnson. I don't think I know. Come on, man. What's going on, Tyson? What'd you do? I didn't do anything. We're going over talent here. We're talking about respect again. If you guys haven't already, get those tickets. It's going to be tinyurl.com/respect25. Like I said, we've gone over some of the talent. They're going to be there that day, which also include the face of the franchise himself, Jared Diaz. See, Shane, as much as people can call me biased and everything like that, me and Jared Diaz, I think our relationship is very, it's not the best. Like you were there when some situations happened, but look at that. Jared Diaz is part of the roster here. So am I really biased? Like, come on.
No.
He's getting an
opportunity. Have the full rapture. I wouldn't empower him by having his full crew, the rapture there, because that's just a little too dangerous. I saw those guys last night. That is a highly functioning clique they got there. But Jarrett, I absolutely love, the face of the franchise. But you're the face of this franchise. You're the mug of RTC.
Well, again, but that's the thing. This whole show is about giving opportunities, like to Jared Diaz, like to another one who, again, he's not too fond of me either. But we're giving opportunities here to all-in-one, the Fane event himself, Michael Fane.
With neighbors in the phone book. Fane and Fair, baby. We stick together.
So it's right there. It's like Michael Fane is another one who, like I'm saying, Shane, you're starting. If you notice a trend, it's a lot of people that might not like me too much, but somehow they're on respect here.
Yeah, I guess that kind of puts that bias claim to rest, right?
I'm trying.
All right. Or maybe you're just like catering to it so that you can further on be more biased, but like you could be like, hey, like the racist that says he has my best friend is X, or this. To like disprove his racism. Maybe you're disproving your bias by like putting on people that you normally bias of, just to muddy the water.
Not Shane being like, wait, I see what you're doing here, Ray. We're just putting it out there. Tyson saying, don't stir the pot, Ray. You've been doing. Oh no!
What a great name.
There's nothing to stir the pot for, Tyson. We're here. We're talking. We're just promoting the card here, talking about the amazing talent that's already been locked in, including another one that we got the cause of it all, Joey Conway, another one that I definitely know. He doesn't like management as is. He's not a fan of management anywhere he competes for. So yeah, it's again, there's a trend here. There's a trend.
Difficult. You got some difficult, individuals. They're not going to make your life easy, but nothing good in life is easy. So
I guess not. I guess not. We might need some again. Well, at least we have Arcadia. At least when in doubt, you have Arcadia there that night. Hopefully he'll help me out if anything, if something happens. But this one was that I think that announcement also was one of those where people couldn't believe it. Again, if you're a fan of Jersey All Pro, if you're a fan again, another one that when you talk about innovators, Arcadia is definitely that guy. Just to see him in a ring is going to be dope. Like I said, that announcement, I can't wait to make that match announcement. Is going to be one that a lot of people are going to be talking that it's one to see. It needs to be run back if I can say. So,
got a lot of bullets in the chamber for this one, man.
We're trying again. We're trying to come out swinging with this first event here. So we're trying to see what we can do. And,
I like that you're doing it a little unorthodox too, like announcing the Mason Carter match. Like that would seem like that might come last for some people, but the fact you did it first is like it shows that you have a commitment to like exciting the people more than like doing it a certain going through like a protocol of how things are normally promoted and everything like that. Yeah. I love that. I love I hate the old like the old mentality where face and face can't face off, heels and heels can't face off. You get the best combinations with under those circumstances like this. Like how could you let like some kind of like alliance or some kind of just like attitude that either one of these guys have keep them from facing each other? That's like ludicrous to me that it's taken this long. It's nuts. I'm glad that it's finally happening. Like, I know what I like too. Another thing that you were smart by doing this way, there's no duplication where somebody tries to like take that match and put it on before July. So it's like you licked your finger and put it in the cake, like mine's.
So,
this is.
And that's the thing, because a lot of talent that I have announced, I can imagine people are starting to figure, oh, we might see this pairing or we might see this pairing. And again, as more talents start to come out, so that's why you know what, if we're going to announce anything yet, because a few of the matches I am going to leave closer to, because I want to spread out everything. Again, we have relatively 5 months till respect. So I'm like, we're not going to give everything away. We gotta make sure there's reasons that's like, okay, keeping everyone interested in the social medias. But this was one that I was like, you know what, let's put this out there. And then people now they're looking forward to it. Like I saw yesterday, a lot of people saying, oh, they can't wait. They can't wait. They can't wait. The buzz has been there. And it's like, okay. So now if this is the first match I announced, what else do I have ready?
That's crazy.
So it's like, because
have you announced the full card, or is there other talent that you still haven't even announced?
So there's a lot of talent that I still haven't announced yet. There's a bunch of graphics of a lot of people that are just we're waiting to announce. So I will say this: tomorrow, 7 p.m., another talent will be announced. And that's been the process for the last few weeks. So it's any little caveats, nothing that can lead us to the answer directly. Like don't give away a hint that can ruin it. But at least something that's gonna make us think till tomorrow. Give us a little gem. So you might have called him yesterday.
Okay,
I'll give you that hint. You might have called him yesterday. And I'm trying to not give it away.
Wow.
They might have they might have multiple faces.
Oh, okay. I think I'm not going to guess, but I have something in mind. I'm not going to guess.
Can narrow it down to a few people, because that's the thing. Because I know
could narrow it down to one person.
Not what you're thinking.
Okay. Okay.
They might also be involved. However, tomorrow's might be different than what you're thinking.
Now, I think this person also, the person I'm thinking of can refer to themselves as they, and not in a gender-based way, just in an insanity way where they think that there's multiple people in their brain. So, not the non-traditional sense of they, they as in the royal we, that there's multiple people up in the cabeza.
So again, that person, because I know exactly where you're going, might also be involved. But that's not tomorrow's announcement. So this person, very well as well, though. Very well. They're
Are
very
there any tattoos that you have on your body that
No.
may reflect a future roster addition before?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That's it. Again, I'm not looking to. I'm trying to get it out of you. I just want to,
See,
food
but
for
now
thought.
I wonder if you remember how many tattoos I have. So that yes doesn't necessarily mean the same person you're thinking.
Oh wow. Well, I know you got the little upside down pineapple on the shoulder. What are the other swinger tattoos? The dragon flying right in your on your shoulder.
What's going
The
on,
eight ball.
Frankie?
The eight ball. You know what that means? Frankie Picard. Yo, this dude. Speaking of deep people, bro, I love the fact that he's been the reigning celebrity boxing champion for like 2 years now. Like I love Frankie as it is. I just love his creativity. I love where his mind is at, like creatively. But like this dude will beat your ass too. I love that. I love that about Frankie.
Hey, he's got that, man. Like he has some powerful punches. Like he has some powerful punches. He showcases it in the ring,
Hell yeah.
in both wrestling and
I would
boxing.
not want to get dumped by him.
I'm good. This is why I love to be part of the commentary team. So that way I don't have to risk. So yeah. But there we go. We got Frankie as well, saying the best ring announcer right there.
Oh,
Let's love Frankie Picard.
I misplayed your name.
Oh man. But again, this is what we're looking forward to, man. Respect. Like I said, there's a lot that is still yet to be announced. There's some colossal announcements that have yet to be made. That might be a hint of someone. We never know. We never know. We never know what could be happening. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are still we're waiting to see what can happen. I think Shane is just like, I want to keep playing this Guess Who now.
I don't though. I don't want to ruin it. Like part of me doesn't want to ruin it. Like I don't want to know what my presents are for Christmas.
That's the thing. There's a few that it's like people might never know. People will still not know until we get closer to the event. And that's the other thing too. That it's funny about this is there's some that we might not even announce. There's some that are you're gonna have to be there to see. So because it's relatively known by now that TNA is also gonna be here that weekend. Okay, let me.
Okay, yeah. Stop.
Give me 1 second. So sorry about that.
Don't say too much.
No, yeah. So I was gonna say TNA is here that weekend. So you never know who might show up.
Maybe the Hardys. Get it? Sorry.
So that would be there you go. That's a I'm not gonna lie, that was a thought of realistically, because I will talk about things that we did try to make happen.
Holy crap.
And that was one idea. But their schedule is crazier than anyone that you could imagine. So even trying to do it that weekend was like out of the picture instantly. So it's like there are a few names though that we're trying to see what we can do. Jeez. But some people might cross the line to the Mecca on Saturday. We'll see what happens.
Cross the line. I'm trying to think if that was all right. You already gave us colossal. Now I'm hanging on your every word.
Now he's like, let's see. Maybe is Ray making it as easy with every hint here? And it's like, am I though? That's the funny thing.
He's like, you might be a badass if you come to the show all the way from Bayonne.
See, that would be too easy if I just gave hints like that. But it's again, you never know. You never know who could make their way. Who could you never know. You never know what could happen. You never know if you're gonna need there's some that it's like I want to say it, but then it's like it's too much that it's like you know exactly who I'm talking about if I say
right, exactly. Don't do
that.
It's
like I can't even do that. So again, this is why you guys got to get your tickets because we have to still spread it out. We still have many announcements to come. Like I said, this week we have one tomorrow. Wednesday at 7 p.m. we announce another talent. And then we cap it off Friday with the last announcement of the week at 7 p.m. as well. This week, that would be your only three. And then next week we do it again.
That's so good, man. I love that you got a plan like this.
Yeah, I want to make it. I want to make it so people are they're staying interested. You know, we want to make sure people are looking forward to. Oh, okay, this person's now on the roster. Oh, this is gonna happen now. What could go on here? Who can we see compete against who? What could possibly happen here? And then you never know what else could happen. You never know what else can happen. Who can make their way, and who starts to show interest because when certain things have been announced. Some things have happened that instantly it's like, oh, now this person's calling out someone. So you never know what could happen. We announced Jackson Drake this week, and then we also announced Jared Diaz, and Jared started to lay his claim a little bit about wanting to face the Carolina Reapers. So you never know. You never know what could happen. You never know what could happen. And again, 5 months is it's a long time. So you never know who else can make their way.
Like as a fan, just based on like what you've released so far, it's totally worth buying a ticket. Just like based on like limit, just like the really there hasn't been many match announcements. Obviously, no match announcements other than Darius and Mason. Like there's like just based on talent alone. I if I was just one step back and I was a fan looking to buy tickets, I would definitely be at the show.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we got some more special guests here for us. So we got Gigi join us. What's going on, Gigi?
Hi guys. Hi Shane.
What's going on, girl?
I'm chilling. I'm munching over here. I'm eating.
Yeah, me too. A little bit. I got a little damage to the Hardee's burger here.
No. I got.
Bon appetit. Oh, look at that. She got a whole plate. She got a whole plate for us.
Yo,
what's going on? What's going on?
Not much, fellas. I am very excited for Respect on July 19th. Shane, I'm even more excited because you're going to be our ring announcer, and I love the way how you announce everybody, bro.
Oh, I love you. Thank you, Gigi. It's always you seeing your face in the crowd is always like a good positive energy that I think a lot of people feed off like your presence. You're exceptional person to have at events. Like you really are. Like you bring a lot of you don't bring the bullshit. You bring like a lot of love, and I think that you reflect that. So I'm always happy to see you at events, Gigi.
Oh, thank you. And I'm glad that I bring that energy. I like to bring that energy. I just
100%.
It makes no sense to go to a wrestling show just to be just a negative Nancy and we talk as much shit to our favorite wrestlers because we can, but there's just some people that just want to talk shit and just want to start stuff. And
I totally agree.
And we're not here for that. We're here for a really good time. We're here to
sit in the front row with their hands folded.
Like
entertain me
like that in the front row either, because guess what? You might get a wrestler thrown at you, and toe tags always says if you catch a wrestler, you get to take them home. So you don't want to.
Somebody throw me Candy Cartwright, please. Quick.
So just prefacing this for July 19th. No, if you catch a wrestler, you cannot take them home.
Oh.
That cannot happen on July 19th. We will not have guardrails on that night.
Good.
So we don't like that. You unfortunately, there is a chance. You never know what could happen. Especially there's a certain match. You know what? We're gonna announce what the type of match is, but we're not gonna give you details. So you get a sneak peek here, but you don't know what kind of match it is. So the match is called Flight or Fight. So take that as you will.
A flight or fight?
Yes.
Ooh.
So take that as you will. Because I want to see if Shane's head starts to think, because it's based off something that Shane should know about, because he's been around this for a while. So let's see if he remembers. Flight or Fight was definitely a staple around here for a while.
Yes, in Queens Elks Lodge.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
So let's see if that starts to give Shane some idea.
Internet in the initials GS come to mind.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
So, but we'll have a different take on it with this one.
I'll yield to that.
But I want to get Gigi's thoughts on it now because we heard Shane's. Gigi, I want to get your thoughts on what we announced yesterday, which was this match right here. First time ever, the root of all evil, Charles Mason versus the All Father himself, Mr. Darius Carter. What are you thinking? What are you thinking about this one?
I think that everybody should be very afraid. No matter where you're sitting at the Mecca, you need to watch out because first and foremost, Charles Mason just doesn't care. He doesn't care, and it doesn't help that the All Father doesn't care either.
No,
If you are in their way, expect to move as fast as you can or you're gonna get hit. No, but with this fantastic match lined up for us, oh my god. First and foremost, the All Father is just such an incredible athlete. He's just an incredible wrestler. Not taking anything away from Charles Mason, but Charles Mason has basically been on like a bigger platform, GCW and everything. Um, but they both bring certain elements to a wrestling ring that with each move sets it's different, but their attitude and how they carry themselves is very similar. So to have this as a first time, the fact that nobody has ever booked this is beyond me.
See?
Okay, it is beyond me. So kudos to you, Raymond. Kudos to you. But to have these two gentlemen, like no one's a baby face here. They're both heels, and it's great. It's
Gentlemen.
going to be a match success. It's great.
What does a person have to do to not be called a gentleman anymore?
Yeah.
What's going on, Charlie? What's going on? Shout out to the boss, one of the boss men at Titan Championship Wrestling. Love our Titan family over there, who also will be in the building for respect.
I'm Team Charlie. I like Charlie.
But yeah, this one I was telling Shane earlier. There's kind of a trend, Gigi, with the people that we've announced so far for respect, and not many like management or just others in general. And this one is one of those where I don't know how we're going to control the All Father and then the root of all evil in there.
That's the thing. There's no controlling any of them. You can't. First and foremost, the word control does not belong in the same sentence with the names of Charles Mason and Darius Carter.
I do not envy the official that is that has to try to control these two on that night. I have enlisted the services of many officials for that night, and we might need them all just for this match alone.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
I think you're gonna need one for each side of the ring, if possible.
All hands on deck.
Because the thing is that, but even if you have all the officials, it's still not gonna do anything. They're still going to tear each other's throats apart. Like it's just going to be absolute mayhem. Because Darius Carter is so quick to want to go ahead and break every little piece of bone in your body. He's just so, when it comes to his technique in the ring, he's so precise on the moves that he wants to do. He wants to hurt you. He wants to see you in pain.
Yeah.
Charles Mason doesn't care if he puts himself in pain because he's gonna laugh it off. So it's gonna be absolutely insane when you have two guys who love to hurt people, but then you have Charles Mason who doesn't mind to being hurt anyway. Not to say that Darius Carter doesn't, but Charles Mason finds it to be more exciting.
Yeah, that's the best way to.
Yeah, you know what the difference is? It's like Darius is like a sadist. He's a pure sadist. He loves the pain. But Mason, it's almost like on a fetish level. It's like I don't want to say it's sexual or anything, but it's certainly a pleasure. It certainly brings him pleasure. Whereas Darius, it's like it's almost like a need to just inflict pain. Whereas Mason, it's to feed like a chemical response in his body that he gets excited, stimulated. I would say the word is, like
right.
He just
Definitely.
He loves, he loves to see people in pain. He loves to make people feel uncomfortable, and I think the two of them together, it's like they're going to bring out the worst in each other, like which for us is the best
Yeah,
in a roundabout way. But
it's
It really
it's the
is.
weirdest thing because it's like this is what people technically want, but it's also like again, we want to keep the venue, so we're gonna see how we can kind of contain this, but we'll see what happens.
so I need to know
But
the two over unders too for FanDuel. What's the over under on like Rocco yelping during the match from some physical pain that dog receives from either one of them?
oh
And then
no,
the other over under is how many fans' hats will be tossed by one of the two of them through the match.
that also might happen. But shout out to Melissa, who she was one of them that instantly when I announced this match just reacted because this has been something that they've wanted to see. So I'm glad again we can make this happen on July 19th. What's going on? We got Jumbo Ref in the building. What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, but bros, Encyclopedia Bros.
But yeah, this, like I said, this is one where, oof, yeah, this is gonna be, like I said, that's just the first announcement. That's just the first announcement. There's so much more to come. Uh, I can say now, more than likely, I think we're gonna keep it at that. That the next match announcement might be on March 1st. So we're going to keep it to the pay-per-view schedule. We're going to keep it to possibly the same day as the Chamber. You might get your next announcement. Maybe it might be the one we teased here. We might give you that one. But yeah, there's a few names. We're also, like I said, we're still waiting to dot those I's, cross those T's, go through those hoops because we don't want to get in trouble with any elite or total nonstop corporations. So we want to make sure that everyone can compete on July 19th. And yeah, we will see what happens when we get closer to July 19th. But this is why you guys got to get your tickets now because you never know who can make it. We have I love I can say this. I have a nice Rolodex of friends. So we can see who might show up that day. A lot of friends, a lot of Theos, a lot of people that I know in the business. So you never know who might make their way to the Mecca on July 19th. So, but like I said, again, we
you guys are not going to want to miss.
Definitely not. Yeah, we shocked everyone with this. We gave them a WWE ID announcement. We're bringing back Arcadia. So you never know. You never know. And then again, there's amazing female action as well. You got Janai in there. You got Sammy Chaos. You got Valentina. And then there's someone else that I still haven't announced either. So you never know. You never.
Does that go for female talent too? Is there other females that you haven't announced?
There's definitely one more. But that might also change. There might be multiple more that we still might need to announce, depending again on some conversations. So you never know. There is at least one more. There's a graphic that is made already. There's a graphic that is made. She might be announced this week, I think. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens.
Man, what a plan.
So we're trying to make sure. Look at that. We got the good brother Smiley in the chat as well. Good evening.
Say his name and he appears. We did.
Look at that.
Smiley Hendry.
What's going on, Smiley? What's going on? Soak saying, look at Ray being all sneaky.
He is, right? I know. This is Anthony. It's like
always,
we haven't
he's
seen
always
before.
Like that. But if I give everyone we have to spread this out. Like if I just confirmed everyone, like if I confirmed everyone right
stuff every time you're on the podcast with the knuckleheads, here you are, like this is you.
Oh wow!
All the time, Shane. All the time, this man is on his phone all the time, and then he's like, "Hold on, I'll be right back."
Well, a lot of the time now it's been also confirming things and or announcing things for July 19th. So,
oh, that's just him on Grindr. Stop lying. We know what's up. He's
we know you're talking to your baby mamas out there. You know that, right?
I know it. That's why he dyes the hair all the time, so that he tries to keep it anonymous. No, man, Ray wouldn't have red hair, would he? Come on, this ain't Ray.
Again, we're trying to see what happens. We're trying to see what happens with this show. So I gotta do a lot of stuff here. Let's see what is Smiley saying here. How full is your inbox getting since you're very very I've had to give a lot of unfortunate the card is booked because it is. I will say this because as much as we are saying there's talent that have yet to been announced and all that, the card is locked in. So even with those that were missing the dotting of the I's and all that, their spots are theirs though. So it's everything that will be happening on July 19th is locked in. So yeah, like I said, this is not going to just be the hopefully speaking into existence here. This is not a one-off. This is the start of something very special here. So there will be more opportunities to give and more ways to deliver on that. However, for this first show, the roster is locked in. So, like I said, that also means there's a lot more people to still announce. So be patient, everyone. Be patient. There are talent that I've seen. Hey, when am I getting announced? Hold on, it's coming. I'm also trying to make sure everyone gets their own special announcements. So that way it's not just posted and then, okay, yeah, this person's also on the roster. No, we want to give the proper time, proper video, proper all that. Shout out to Bradley Garzone, who's been the amazing graphic designer that has made every single graphic that you have seen, including the match graphic was also made by him. Every video announcement, though, has been done by myself. So those announcements, that's why I'm trying to make sure we go to a T on their songs, their moves, all that, just to truly highlight every single person we've announced so far. So, like I said, that's been 3 announcements a week. That is 3 videos that you have to make a week and make sure all of that is compressed into at least a minute or so. So, yeah. So give us time, folks. Give us time. Come on, Silk.
Thank you.
Silk, you're supposed to be on
we need to suggest different colors for this man because he always wants to steal my red hair all the time. Like I just touched it up recently too, like right before the new year, and here you are still like letting it grow out. Just let it grow out. Be a blonde, just don't act like one.
Bring back the Ray Rooster.
So again, my hair still has the red there, but I will be cutting it soon. But it's just like, can we just share the red? Like I like red.
No.
If you haven't noticed, if you haven't noticed,
sharing your news is caring, but sharing the hair color, you're pushing it, buddy. You're pushing it.
I can't even have the red there. Okay.
We got Smiley. Remember
that. Yeah, definitely.
Got a lot more friends than you didn't know you had. Definitely, I made a lot of new friends that I never knew since announcing Respect.
That's the old Dennis Long quote. When everybody loves you when you book at them, and then you're an asshole when you're not.
Hey, again, my apologies. Put it out the other day. This isn't personal. It's a business. And like I said, I want to be able to give opportunities where I can, but there's only a certain amount of spots and there's only a certain amount of matches we are going to do because we want to make this as enjoyable as possible. Because I'm also thinking about it like that. As much as I have been on the business side of this, I also still want to have that fan mentality of how long of a show would I want to watch? Like, as much as we love the business and we love wrestling, a 5-6 hour show is too much to me. So we're going to try to make this relatively, again, enjoyable and something where you go home where it's like, okay, that was dope. That wasn't like this should have ended 2 hours ago, So we're trying to do that for everyone, especially again to be understanding for the talent, to be understanding for our production team, and again to all those that are going to be watching live at the Mecca on July 19th and live somewhere else. So that announcement also is something else we have in the works to announce how if you can't make it, if unfortunately maybe you're out of state or you just simply can't make it to the Mecca that day, we are going to be giving you an option like that as well, but that will all be announced and spoken about in due time. So, So there you go. There you go. But JG, who else are you excited for? Because we've announced a lot of people. We've announced a nice amount so far. Who are you most excited from the list that we've given so far?
Oh man, that's tough.
I'm
That's
like,
so
let's put
tough.
Gigi on the spot here because she messed with my red hair, so now we're gonna put Gigi on the spot.
Oh man. So here's the thing. You know me. I love me some women wrestling.
Okay.
Like that is my go-to. So when you decided to go ahead and announce the Kick Demon Janaya Kai, I popped extra hard. Same thing with like Sammy Chaos as well. But with Janaya Kai, I am such a fan of her work. I sponsored both of these women before. So to see them here part of this event is going to be such a pleasure, not only for me, but for other fans to see. But it was really for me, it was Janaya Kai. Because the kick demon is coming in to kick a couple heads in, and I am all here for it. She's been doing amazing work at MLW, amazing work still in the indie scenes. She's just doing so much, and she excels each and every time that I see her. Same thing with Sammy Chaos. I'm just waiting for somebody to call Sammy Chaos up already because she is a force to be reckoned with, and she does not play games. So to see both of these women on the card, I'm very excited. Now, I haven't seen so much about Valentina.
Okay.
I'm starting to get to know her, like what her work is and everything like that. So I'm excited to see her live as well. But you know me, I'm always here for like women's wrestling. And it's not just like women wrestling, it's just the women who are wrestling because some of these women can beat half of these guys' asses. Like I can see Sammy Chaos be like, "You're from WWE ID? Let me throw you into the crowd and let's see how far you go." It's just, but that's because I've seen what Sammy Chaos can do in the ring. I've seen what Janaya Kai can do in the ring, and I've seen both of them fight different men
Yeah.
in the ring. And it's a no holds bar with them. You know, they're not going to hold anything back, and that's what I'm really excited for. I'm excited to see that no one's going to hold anything back. And if you are purchasing a ticket in the front row, you better watch out that nothing gets thrown at you.
Still buy those front row tickets though. We want our front row.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You won't be able to take a wrestler home apparently, but you know, you still be able to see amazing action in the front row. And I mean, who wouldn't want front row seats anyway to Charles Mason and Darius Carter? And I'm excited to know what other matches you have in store for us, dude. Like, I don't even know what matches you have in store for us. No matter how many times we threaten you.
Well, because I have to also surprise you guys. Like that's the thing. Shout out to my fam at the Knuckleheads. Shout out to everyone that has tried to get some answers from me. And I've spoken a lot in riddles because I want people to be surprised. So
Riddle? Like Matt Riddle? Oh my God. Matt Riddle's been confirmed for respect. Oh, let me find out.
so it's doing that though. It's doing little hints here and there, little just tidbits, just so we can see what's exciting people, but also it gives me ideas for the future. Like I said, there's a lot of things where there's a lot of names of talent from all around that it's like, oh, you should bring in this person, or oh, this would be a nice pairing, or this, and it's like, again, certain amount of spots. And it's funny because it's certain people that it's like people don't know. Oh, I've already had the conversation with that person, or oh, that person's there's a graphic for already. You just don't know it's coming out yet. And that's the best thing. That is the best thing about it. That I want to see how people react when certain roster members are announced, and we'll see how this goes. Again, July 19th it's scary because it's 5 months away now. So as we get closer to that, we shall see how it goes. So what's going on? We got normal guy in the chat. What's going on?
What up, normal guy?
But yeah, again, you never know. You never know who could be making their way. Like I said, I can even say this because it's gonna happen. There are a few people that will be there that won't get graphics. because certain people we are gonna. You got to be there. You got to be there. So there are gonna be a few talent that just might pay their way to the Mecca.
Element of surprise.
We have to, because as much as I do want to announce everyone, there are a few that might just bless us with their talents.
Casey Navarro. Sorry, I'm just guessing. Every word I'm hanging on. I heard bless. Casey Navarro. Where's my buzzer? Casey Navarro. What is Casey Navarro? Who is Casey Navarro?
I love
Double?
This has now become Family Feud with Shane. That is just like, I think I know who he's talking about. I think I know. And it's like,
I just want to know if it's one of the top answers on the thing, you know.
Be careful, Gigi. Listen to his words. It's not what he says, it's what he tells you.
I know. We already got 2 people. Look at that. Riddle.
Found him right out. We tried, but
he's dying. We see you.
Make me get out my equipment. I got my counter surveillance equipment here.
Not saying like we're gonna get investigative on Ray now. We're gonna try to find all the answers here. Who's Ray really putting on respect?
Aretha Franklin. Oh, sorry. Shit. Sorry. I'm just guessing.
Well, that one I tried, but there's a lot of difficulties in getting Aretha Franklin.
Little bit.
We tried. We might get a tribute band. I don't know, but again, to find out if you haven't already, get your tickets now. tinyurl.com/respect25. Also, like I said, stay tuned. Tomorrow, 7 p.m., we announce the next member of the roster. Wednesday at 7 p.m., we announce another. Friday, we cap off the week with the last announcement for the week. And like I said, that's going to be going on for the next few weeks till March 1st. That will be announcing the next matchup. And then we'll keep going. We'll keep going till everything's posted. And I'll try not to annoy everyone with the tags. My apologies. That has been the one thing that it's like, I'm so hypocritical with that I was like, oh, I hate when you just see,
everything
tagged on the one post. And it's just like, damn it, I also have to do that now. Cause it's like, hey, can you share this for me? We need to get people to see this. And it's just like, this is my It's like
social media is also the worst thing in social media.
So I also get that, and it's the funny thing because it's the best way to put it out there. We also are just waiting for once everything is locked in. We will be having a street team. I will announce it even here. Sponsorships are going to be available coming soon. We are going to put out for fellow podcasts, businesses, all that good stuff. If they would like to sponsor Respect, we will have different tiers and all that good stuff. Again, everything is going to be done the right way when it comes to this, because that was my biggest priority when it came to sponsorships, is to do it the right way so it's treated again, just to not feel like everyone else when it comes to sponsorships, that it's like, what is my money going to? Literally, like so that'll all be explained.
Who's in hot pants if I know you right? Sorry.
I love that. These type of answers is what I was worried about having Toe on here for. Imagine if we would have had Shane and Toe. Like, this would have just been.
I just lived to make you feel a little uncomfortable.
No,
not like Charles Mason way, but just
I was gonna say, yeah, that's. I got a lot to be worried about that because I have.
Did you tell Shane the amazing news?
Oh yeah, so so Shane can confirm I used the word when. I didn't say if. I said the word when. So
good for you.
Yeah. So yeah.
When Ray sells out Respect on July 19th, Ray Sanchez said that he will go through a table.
That's right. We're gonna make sure. Exactly.
So when you sell out.
And we've already established not a plastic.
That word if on me, like if I sell. What do you mean if? There's no if. When?
I gotta say,
there's no if here. We don't play the if game. When? Why? Because we manifest things.
That's right.
And we're manifesting a sellout arena at the Mecca on July 19th with dibs. Thank you, Smiley. You know what? I appreciate you because we've been trying to figure out who's gonna put Ray through the table when that time comes. And you know what? Listen, Ray, you're a big boy, so this might be a team effort. This might be a big team effort.
I like that.
You know what? It could be like the finale. Like, all right, time to put right through a table. Psh, good night, folks. And then we're out. You know.
So now I know I'm just gonna do the speech at the start of the show. So the minute the main event ends, I'm just running. Like,
Ooh.
You can't. Oh, you're running
It'll
to
only
get the
hurt worse.
table. Got it. You're running to get the
yeah,
table.
that's
Heard.
exactly. So if you just see me leaving, it's just I'm gonna go
You
get the
don't have
table.
to worry about that because you have friends like me. You have friends like Shane and the Knucklehead Network that'll be more than happy to go ahead and bring the table to you.
Oh, I thought you meant restrain him. Okay, but either way.
We'll just raise him. It's okay.
What?
Listen, it's okay. It's legal. I think.
I don't think so.
I think it is. If nobody catches you, it's legal. So I think that's how it works.
Okay.
If it's a wood table.
Okay. Wait. Let's. Dipping before the end of a show with all the pay. You're.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh shit!
What is this?
Terrible.
NEW? Hey.
I mean, he's
say it.
been in
I
the
don't care.
business for so long. I mean, it
Damn.
makes sense.
I'm mad because it's like I didn't think about that part. That it just sounds like I'm trying to. Damn it, Smiley. No.
See, now you can't leave.
I
Now
can
you
only
can't
reserve to the Elks
leave.
Lodge.
Ah.
Can only dip with the money in the Elks Lodge with the multiple exits.
No, just so we can confirm this now because it was just in joke purposes. Every talent on Respect that is being announced and or those surprises will be taken care of. That is one thing you'll never hear from a show produced by myself is any talent not being taken care of monetarily. So I'll put that out there and that will be put out every time we ever have to speak about this. Every talent, including production, including our great ring announcer here, including our commentary team, our referees, etc. Every person that is a part of this show that has been contacted by myself to be on said show will be taken care of by the agreed rate.
Win. Win.
And there's
So-
a system in place.
Yes.
Ray has spoken to me about the system in place, and it sounds like a flawless system. So I do believe that. I'm still laughing on Shay. I do believe that this will be a flawless system, and every talent will get paid. Nobody's running away with the money.
Nope.
You know, if you're running away with the money, you better be running to the bank to cash that in. That's it. Because
There
you
you
ain't Ray's not running any Ray's not going to be running anywhere. That's a lot.
Especially when he goes through the table.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Should be limping.
Ray knows that if he runs with the money, he's going to go through 2 tables.
It's gonna be a lot of. But again, we want to thank everyone that has stopped by. We want to thank everyone that's joined us. Like I said, more announcements to come. If you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets now. Also, follow myself on all the social media so that way you stay up to date with all the announcements, all that good stuff. And again, you'll be able to see who's coming on next for Respect on July 19th. Again, if you haven't already, get your tickets now. Shane, thank you so much again, brother, for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well for coming on. We'll be
No
back tomorrow. If you're a fan of us on the Knucklehead Network as well, tune in tomorrow. We'll be back live with the Raw Watch Along that we'll be talking about post Royal Rumble. There's a lot to discuss, all that good stuff in this crazy world of wrestling. And tomorrow, by that time, we'll also be able to know who else is joining Respect, who could be possibly this chaotic person with multiple faces that we might be adding to the roster here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But again, that'll be happening tomorrow at 7, and then we'll be live on the Knuckleheads at 7:30. Smiley, this is why we're ending the show here. 2 tables on fire. No. Oh God. Again, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. But till then, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, everybody. Get your tickets now.
Oh, sorry.